This was my very first keyboard that I started producing with when I was a kid. It was actually a friend's keyboard and he lent it to me and I never gave it back.
1 time for it, 2 times for it, shit, 3 times for it.
I guess it kind of started from my family, like my uncles and older cousins, being DJs, record collectors, and had a sound system, quite big, cultural London sort of black music. And I've just been born around that. Without sounding cheesy, it's like another limb. Like I can't really do without it. It's like pretty embedded from really early. If I wasn't making money from it, which I'm not really making that much money from it yet, but I'll always be doing it. I'll always be doing it regardless. Like it's a thing that I can't get away from. Like I have to be in it. I have to make music. I have to listen to it. Well, my very first production was like hip hop and electronic music at the same time. It was like pretty weird. I don't know what it was. I couldn't really pinpoint a genre, but it was like, okay, this is quite unique. So then, therefore, I kind of always knew that I had like a signature sound. Growing up as a teenager, the only way to like consume, or one of the main things to consume music was to buy vinyl. Like, you know, not sounding like an old guy, but like when I was a teenager, there was no digital market. It was just CD, vinyl, cassettes, mini disc, blah, blah, blah. So I would like cut hair during the week, make a little bit of money, and on the weekend, me and my friends would go record shopping, buy records, and then come back to our bedrooms. And at that time, we had like Sound Lab turntables. It was like a Technics copy belt drive, and we'd just set those up with a mixer and just play our records that we bought on the weekend. So that was just like, that's how it was done, you know what I mean? So that was just a natural way to be in the DJ culture, because that's the only way we can consume music.
Give me your number. Give me your number. Give me your number.
Funny enough, I think originally, because I have loads of skeletons in the hard drive of songs that I make, and then I kind of bring them out and finish up and figure out where I can fit them, if it's on a mix or if it's an album, if it's an EP. And I kind of took this one out as a skeleton, and I think I originally thought to make it for a mobile phone advert. So then that tone was just like a natural thing, because it's just like a mobile phone advert. And then I took it in a different direction for the mix. Added the vocals, etc. So I'm not sure if you see a lot of my pictures on social media and shoots, I'm always on the phone, or I'm always acting like I'm on the phone. So I kind of played a tribute of that to that.
Yes. You have enough.
Like literally on the cover. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a thing that I always do. And for those people that are like, oh, be careful of radiation, the phone's not on, or I'm using like another object, so don't worry about radiation. Overthinking, trying too hard, it's never gonna resonate the best if you just let yourself go and just also almost like making something by accident. Like, where did that come from? Mixing it, while mixing it, I blend in like tracks, one track to the next. While doing it in real time, I never thought that it was mixing in keys, but listening back to it, a lot of the transitions are actually mixing in keys, and like, it's crazy. I'm like, whoa, this is more than like beat matching. This is actually like a transition of key. So it's just like, and that's a natural thing that you can't really pinpoint it while you're doing it until you listen back. I tend to leave things at the last minute to put myself in that space. I don't try to deliver too early. Like, I put a bit of pressure on it, so the pressure leads to like being natural as possible. I don't know if that makes any sense, but it works for me. I don't really prep too much and like, oh, this day I'm gonna do this, and that day it's like I need to like go with the flow and put myself in an awkward position where it just happens, magic happens. I guess it's just like my generation. We're where we are very in the middle of now and the past. We got like total respect for like where hip hop came from or where electronic music came from, and kind of open to like what's happening now. So I think it's kind of generational thing. And I'm kind of open to be like, to learn and to see what's new, but at the same time I kind of respect the past. So I guess that's what it is. Man, Sakamoto, rest in power. I always was a dream to work with him, if it was possible, but like I'm privileged that I've got to license 2 songs by him, so I'm really stoked about that. Devin Morrison, I'm a big fan of. I'm glad that we put something on his. Hudson Mohawk, the Ra Band, is pretty big classic soul band. Are they from the UK? Maybe, I think so. Yeah, loads of people on here. I'm like, wow, we managed to put this together on a compilation. So yeah, very stoked. So, well, I put A Day in the Park, which is kind of like a R&B, street soul, new jack track, which is kind of my taste. That I sometimes venture, and I recently put a song out called Wrapped, which is kind of similar in that vibe. And he's got another track called Rio in there, which is like kind of ambient, atmospheric, which is definitely my vibe as well. So both tracks up there, it's like yin and yang. It's like what I fuck with. And I just picked the songs and worked on the songs that I really thought that I was trying to push on the mix. And I think all my songs on there, 3 songs, are different flavors. Obviously you can tell it's me, but you know, one is ambient with vocals, the other is like new jack swing, and the other is just like straight club 4 to the floor. So I just feel that it expresses different ways of what I do. So I've been working with this artist, Caribou Soda, for a bit, and we kind of just wanted to bring the 3D digital computer game kind of atmospheric with real life, and really, I don't know, have a trippy aesthetic. I don't know, I'm most proud of the whole package, to be fair, from the artwork to the mix to the way it sounds to the story. That's the most thing, it's just the whole thing I'm happy with. Like you can't really break it into pieces. You gotta listen to it in full and experience and get the package or get the vinyl or get the CD and like have a tangible copy and listen to it. But the whole experience is what I'm excited for.